Hello there and welcome back. Today we talk about the joy of using delay. Yes, there was some reverb before, but delay are my favorite effect. I own many of them, but I have few staples, and today is not a demo or a review of the Magneto. I will use that because it's all hands-on and will allow me to talk a little about how you can improve your simple sequence with the use of just one effect. My jam is always to use a very simple and beautifully sounding Bro synth, performer in this case, and through the use of good effects, selected effects. More than good, everything is good. It's just about your intention and how you use them. Make things more juicy. So before going on, as usual, a few ways you can support my page. Please hit the like button and subscribe. You can share this content. You can buy from the affiliate link down below, and you can become a patron. On Patreon, there's tons of exclusive content. In fact, I will move all the demos and all the tutorial there soon. I also do one-on-one, so yeah, plenty of stuff you can do. Let's go back here. Let's listen first, and we'll talk. This is a 5-step sequence that I made on track 1 of my Oxy. There's many ways I can make this more interesting, but for today, we just keep a 5-step sequence. On track 2, I will just play my second voice on the performer. And this time, to be fancy, we are using a major scale. So, a lot of music, especially when it's based on arpeggios, relies a lot on the use of delay to make complex harmonization, complex rhythm. So this is where I want to start. 5 notes, repeating over and over, and now we'll bring in the magneto. Magneto is on send, so the send 2, so I'm sending from FX2 of my Exelon, and it comes back on track 6. So the cool things of the magneto is like you have 4 heads. It's like how a tape delay would work. You would have your tape go, and you have 4 usually heads that read the signal at different time. Tape pass first head, second head, third head, and blah blah blah, and that will create rhythm and variation and division. So let's bring it in. The most common division that you will hear in music, and the one that usually sounds pretty cool, it's the dotted 8, that in this case will be made by my 3rd head on the magneto. I'm clocking everything using the Oxy, so this is now fully clocked. So let's bring it in. Now, I am using one single tap, means that the sounds will be repeated only once. And I have the chance here to bring it in. I have the chance here to sort of equalize the sound because I can low cut it and I can make it a little more dirty if I want, which is nice. Then I can feedback and so engage the repeat. There's 2 ways I can do that. One, using my feedback loop on the mixer. And you already hear how cool this look. Or I can use the repeat. It can give you different vibe if you use a delay through the effect loop of your mixer, or simply use the feedback. Mostly, if I crank the feedback in the magneto, the sounds get dirty, it get of course some harmonic distortion, but still pretty controllable. If I do it with this, things can get pretty wild. Obviously, this is great when you want to do stuff like this and create the dub effects, stuff like that. We discussed about that many times. So there's not really a rule, whatever you prefer. Let's use the repeat here because so I can go. Let's feel the different division, and it's great the fact that we have it here, the chance to bring them in and out, rather than set the division on a plugin or on the screen, because it gives you the feel for it. This is the dotted date. This is 16th. This is 4th. And then we have this almost slapback. I don't remember what division is this. There's also the possibility of going triplet. Which, with a 5-step sequence, it works pretty well because we are at an uneven division. This sounds pretty cool. And you can do, of course, combination. I like to use delay with the possibility of working on the envelope of the sound, because generally the tape delay react really well with higher frequency. So if you want to keep things close but once in a while bring a note in, you just open the filter. If you start bringing in also some reverb, let's listen to that. Startup, tiny bit. You hear how already this doesn't sound anymore as a very basic arpeggio, but could be a composition already. I love when you open the filter, see this higher note, how it stays more. So you can create gesture that allows you to build. And it's interesting when you start changing division. And it's also easy to play on top of this kind of stuff, keeping all of this texture going on. Let's bring some noise. So I will select track 3 and pair it with this one and use it as noise. And play as monophonic. Here it is. And then bring it in. Very little. I want to have some crunchiness going on. Now I'm going, for example, in fourth, and feel how now it's feel way more anxious. This is kind of, for me, more energetic in a way that is give me a little more sense of, anxiety, more running, I don't know. While the dotted 8, it follows more the melody and accompany it better. And the triplet also is very nice. I like from here to also play with how the oxy allow me to have fun with the harmonization. So I can go on the first track, let's harmonize. And I am harmonizing it now to chords on track 4. Now we went to minor. It's the same sequence as before, 5 notes, but now harmonizing to chords, which is the superpower of Oxy. It makes things super nice. I'm adding a few more notes. This is what it is without any effects. So you can have a glimpse on how you don't really need a lot, some time of complex stuff happening on the sound level. But here it is. Go listen to stuff like Says from Niels Fram, and you understand what I'm saying. Go listen to all Caterina Barbieri Pattern of Consciousness, and you'll hear what I'm saying. And with this system, what I like to do at the end, it's bringing also the second part of it, which is my glitch part. Which at this other level of texture. Again, let's go brutally removing everything. My advice is play with sequence that has space, like this one. And of course, it helps not having sounds that goes this long. Otherwise, you feel how everything gets very messy. So leave space. That's it. That was terrible. You know why? Because it was major. There it is. And I love to bring in sounds like this slowly. And here it is. You have your minimal ambient piece made in no time. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And the more I go on, the more I realize that you just give me the oxy, the performer, and a reverb and a delay, and I'm in heaven. I don't need anything else. I'll see you next week. And again, if you can do anything to support this channel, please do. I'll see you next week. Ciao.